All right, so what I'm going to talk to you about today is the 10 morals I abide by, or at least try to abide by. And the first is integrity. Integrity to me means it's like structural integrity of a building. It's what holds you together, or what holds your moral compass together, or your character. Also, integrity means it means to be a trustworthy person. It means people can trust you, being honest. Even integrity means also that you're integral, even when it's not advantageous, and even when it may hurt you, but it's holding true to your morals. And yeah, I mean, well, people can trust you when they're not looking. That's what it pretty much means. It means you're a trustworthy person. Another one is respect. Just in general, just respect people. Don't be a dick. Don't be a dick to servers, or even when you're walking down the street or something like that at a gas station. And it just means be polite. And even if people are disrespectful to you, you can still operate with respect. You can still be stern, but be respectful. And it goes a long way. Most people, if you treat them with respect, they'll most likely treat you with respect. And a lot of the times I've gotten the compliment of, "Oh, you're very respectful." And I'm like, "Yes, I appreciate that. Thank you." And it also goes for if you're disrespectful to the wrong person, they might take that the wrong way and fucking want to fight you, stab you, or even try to kill you, especially in like bad parts of town, or you just never know, man, because people could be on the edge of just snapping, you know. So it's better to operate with respect. There's no downside. Another one is personal responsibility. That's a big one. That's a big one that I learned. Taking personal responsibility for your life. Everything that I do is my responsibility, and it's my fault. And it's my fault to change. Because if I give that responsibility to somebody else, and I play the victim, then I can't do anything about it. I'm just a victim. Like, oh shit, 5 more minutes of this and I'm gonna get mad. But no, I mean, that's a form of empowerment too as well. Because if you take personal responsibility, you have the power to change it. If this is my fault, it's also my fault if it goes well. Exactly. And another one is empathy. Just having empathy towards others. Another one, a thing I had to learn was especially when somebody was opening up to me, like they had a bad time, and I was trying to be there for them, and I just didn't know how to comfort them. I was just like, oh shit, or I'd just be quiet. Now, if somebody's opening up to me or they're feeling bad, I'm like, I'm sorry that you feel that way. This must make you feel like that, huh? Or it opens up to maybe emotionally connect with them. Like maybe bring up another situation where it's kind of like that, and try to bring it back to how they're feeling emotionally. And I think that's a big part, like emotionally connecting. That's a big part. I think because I know I had a big problem with that. But yeah, I would say empathy and just feeling bad. You know, when you've done something that may have hurt somebody's feelings, it's a good skill to have. It's just saying sorry or apologizing correctly. Another one is courage, especially when you're feeling scared or nervous, especially in social situations or just in life in general. You're feeling nervous and scared. You're like, I can do this, I can't do this, I can't do this. Courage is not feeling scared. Courage is feeling scared and then doing the thing anyways. That's what courage is. So ignoring or not even ignoring the feeling of nervousness or being scared. You can totally feel it fully, but doing the thing regardless. Like talking to a girl, like talking to a pretty girl. Just maybe going up to her out of the blue. You're like, oh fuck, I'm so nervous, I don't want to do this, I'm not going to do this. But if you make yourself do it, you can just walk up to her and say hi, even though it's nerve-wracking as shit. That's called courage. Even though you're scared, you do it anyways. And then afterwards, you feel freaking amazing. You're like, oh shit, I can't believe I did that. That's courage. I had to learn that one too. And another one is commitment to success. Commitment, I had to learn the hard way, is I kept bouncing around from topic to topic or thing to thing. I'm like, what the fuck? And I felt confused all the time. But commitment, I would say, if you're doing something right now, commit to the end, or commit to not committing to it. You just got to be decisive in your commitment. And just clear. Just say it to yourself, I'm not going to do anything else until I complete this task or complete this goal. Can't stop halfway. You got to commit to the whole thing, or else what's the point of doing it in the first place? And the same thing with like relationships, I would say. If you really want to commit to your partner, you have to say this to yourself. I'm going to commit myself to the total end, either till the relationship doesn't work out or until it doesn't work out for both of us. Yeah, you got to commit fully to something, success. Another one is fairness. Fairness to everyone, obviously. Be compassionate. Be fair to everybody, even if people are down and they don't know what they're doing, or maybe they're not as socially inept or inclined. A weird sound. It's still better. It revolves around empathy too, as well. Do your best. I mean, don't people please, but do your best to help everyone out, and obviously try to be fair whenever you can, just to everybody in general. Don't be fair. Don't be not fair just because you dislike that person. As a bias, it's like a personal bias. It's good to cast aside. It's just a moral I try to abide by. It's just being fair to everybody, even when it's not the best, for everybody, or not even when it's not the best for me. It's just better to be fair in general. Another one is perseverance in hard times. That one relates a lot to commitment. Perseverance, it's like perseverance is getting up in the morning when you're fucking tired and you just want to go back to bed. You're like, fuck. And then that's a good time to remind yourself of perseverance. Or like in a hard workout, like maybe you're like halfway or three quarters of the way through, and you're like, fuck, I could just give up now. I already made it this far. I could just call it an easy A. And it relates to commitment. Like, finish the whole workout. Persevere even though you feel like shit. And it also comes like on a day's work. Like if you wake up like super shitty, maybe you didn't get that much sleep. Who gives a shit? You don't need to feel good to work. Yeah, you don't need to have energy to work. You might feel like shit, but perseverance. It means to persevere, to keep going. And I would say the last one is like having a vision for the future. Like have a compelling goal